Okay, so today I'm going to be reacting to Dark Imperium. Now I'm about to say something very, very fucking heretical. I haven't even started reacting. Well, not reacting. I haven't even started reading the Dark Imperium lore. I really haven't. I've been mainly reading the Horus Heresy, things like that, and hating my camera because it doesn't want to go into focus ever. But I do know the basic gist of what's been going on. I do know that Rowboat is back, and what happened with Cadia, things of that nature. But I'm kind of waiting until I get a little bit more of the Horus Heresy done before I actually focus on that. Now, I did not record yesterday, and I did not record on Friday for a reason. Um, I'm trying to set something up. I used to, like, way, way long ago, I used to Twitch stream for a little bit. And I thought that I would do something like that again. Um, Mainly given certain days where I would just sit there and just do a little bit, do about an hour. I also found a mod that I wanted to make my first Twitch stream about, which is on Hearts of Iron 4, where you get to play as the Imperium in the unification of Terra. So I was taking a look at that, and I have not played Hearts of Iron 4 in like a year at least, so I was brushing up on my taking over the world shit. So, um, that is going to be in maybe a few days. I made sure all my stuff was still here. I'm gonna have to basically rearrange my desk a little bit to put a second monitor on there. Now I know I can watch the chat on my phone, but Jesus, that is just a pain in the ass. By the Emperor, it's just not something I want to do. I'd rather set up a second monitor and go with that. But I had to make sure all that stuff was there and all that stuff was still ready to go. So, um, probably by the weekend, I'm going to be setting up for that. And it'll be a couple of hours. I'll probably stream on here and on Twitch. But there's a couple of things that I want to set up first for the Twitch stream itself. And we'll get to that when we get to that. But I'm going to go ahead and hit this. We're going to watch this. It's Dark Imperium by Stringstorm. And here we go. Okay. Not being a dick or anything. Maybe being a little bit of a dick if you're an Ultramarines fan. But when I see this symbol on the screen, the only thing I can think about is Taco Tuesday when you ate the chili. Yeah. You can do the mental image in your own head.
Indivisible, trenches lace thick throughout the air, blanketed by its weight, it feels impossible to bear. On the steps of the path we father unknowingly pave, I one day hope to follow, but now I rue the day as I approach its torn form, decaying like a corpse. Funeral atmosphere comparisons clouding every thought. There are no believed no mortars that should be the due course. In the wake of all the sacrifice witnessed from the cataphract, you stand there silent and guiding you, we said inconceivable. While we are children chase the goal that was unachievable. In our naivety we structured villains for warmth, confused by a blinding light, thought of ourselves as your sons. Now everything I sacrificed for you called into doubt. How could I trust your guidance amidst the secrets you keep out? And I know now you'll let me live any lie that I need to, as long as I cover the needs you've deemed that I see to. The subtlest directions come to ripple.
Okay. First things first. Anyone who thinks that no Primarch had a real reason to turn on the Emperor is a fucking lying to themselves. Because, holy crap, did they have their reasons. Some of them had major reasons. Angron being one of them, Conrad Curse being another one. Perturaba, not really. Perturaba was just, he just didn't want to accept his lot in life. Fulgrim had no reason. He was just a poppin' J. But, yeah, the Emperor was not exactly, I mean, he allowed them Um, Now this is partially because of the existence of the Star Child, where he basically cut his compassion out in order to get things done during the Great Crusade. But at the same time, it's just like, geez, when Rabote, I know that Rabote visited the Emperor. I know um, basically the gist of what he figured out there. That they were not, he did not consider them his sons. Like they were tools to achieve a goal.
Even enough isolation will become truth instead. 10,000 years of every fall to manifest as foundations. With no concern for real problems, only inner fixation. With what they feed of our dream, glowing, rotting carcass. This is the picture of peace I painted, but not at all like this image. The sentiments who defended the reason. Desire, they misconstrued it for heresy, burned it on the same fire. Maybe the tortoise of ignorance should have taken them as well. Let all the cruelty of horror stand up there with it to hell. Better to burn and kill our sin, our penultimate mistake, than live to see the horror that they try to keep in my way. Show me any insight, justify our fate. Tell me that our lives have not been lived in vain. I command attention, I demand that you explain. I'm begging you, make sense of what has been ordained. The overwhelming weight of the Imperium upon me. I'll scatter all the chaos while we salvage this lost dream. Imposters says we're too long and have straight from our target. I'll realign our vision and make sure they don't forget. Never again will drift in shadows dark in our door. Never again will chaos loom while we go conquer the stars. I will not settle for waiting to die and the stagnation. We must be proud and unified for our salvation. I fell with a wish of salvation on my lips, yet find myself alive in a new apocalypse. Though this dark Imperium shook me to the core, I'll command without doubt to the path we walk towards.
I don't like people. I said it once, and I'll say it again. I don't. I do not like the Ultramarines. I never really have, and most of that is the Wardian shit. Most of that is like when Matt Ward took over and basically started making the Ultramarines into the Ultra Smurfs. Um, I rarely like them in the Horse Heresy novels I read, with the exception of Battle of Calth, which at some point I want to do a lore video on the Battle of Calth. Um, but basically, the reason that I just didn't like them was because of the way that they seem to be good at literally everything. While some people are good at this, some people are good at that. It's like, oh, we're the Ultramarines. We're good at everything, and I really don't like that. You have to have like for me, you have to have some sort of flaw, and arrogance when they can do what they do is not really a flaw. But at the same time, they do make for some really good storytelling. When bad things do happen that they can't, quite figure out, and the Ultramarines are kind of like the Alpha Legion in the sense that they are either written good or they're written bad. One of the two, nowhere in between. Alpha Legion is either fucking terrifying as hell, or they're fucking Dick Dastardly from Wacky Racers. I mean, they're either that or that, nowhere in between. And the Ultramarines are either um, just incredible or just comically ramrod straight up the ass. One of the biggest problems that I like, I'll give an example. So, my favorite Trader Legion, by far and large, just straight out of the gate, is the Night Lords, and that's primarily because of the Primarch Combat Curse. He's my favorite Primarch, period. Um, out of the 18 that we know about, and um, he was it was the novel I just finished a little bit ago. Can't remember. Pharaohs. Um, and this guy goes this whole cycle where he realizes, shit's terrible, shit's horrifying. He's realizes curse is right. He winds up killing his brother who was trying to kill Ultramarines captain. And this scene was it was very very well done in terms of the book. It really captured the kind of hopelessness, the loss, the realization, all this just straight up and down. It was a very well written scene until the character wasn't needed anymore. And once the character wasn't needed anymore, I watched a character that I had come to enjoy, come to respect, and come to see the views of die literally because of Ultramarine, even though this other guy had just saved his life and had been screaming at him to resist and fight back and everything like that. He basically killed his blood brother in front of him. He had to. He felt like he had to save him from what was trying to take him. And it was so well done, and I was sitting there just like, oh my god, this is fucking horrifying. What's gonna happen now? What's gonna happen now? The Ultramarines captain, after this guy just saved his life by killing his own kin that a demon was trying to take over, just pulls out a bolt gun, says traitor, and shoots him in the face. You're still on the ground, bud. You're still on the ground. The only reason you're alive is because of this guy. You don't want to know. You don't want to know why he did what he just did. You don't want to ask questions as to why. And this is why I don't like bad writing of certain things. And I got a feeling most of my feelings about the Ultramarines relate to that. Some of the bad writing where they're just like, oh, well, we'll just do this, 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 and this, and then they just plow over everybody, and then you have other like everyone's talking about the Ultramarines like, oh, they can't be beaten, blah blah blah. Even other legions, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Stop writing them this way. This is why people don't like certain chapters. But that one moment in and of itself, when I was listening to the book, it was an audiobook, and I was just listening to it, and I was like, Jesus Christ, why would you do that? Like, that just irritates me. Why would you do that? Just take a excellent character, and the second that he's not needed anymore, there was so many other places they could have gone with it. But instead, after this massive build-up, huge fight, all this moral just questioning, and then this sudden crushing just weight of like guilt and sadness and all this other kind of stuff ends in one line of text, and it pisses me off so bad. Anyway, rant over. I'm still mad about the ending of Pharaohs. I'm still mad about what happened at Pharaohs. With that one character. So, I mean, he had been in 2 books at that point, and well, a lot more than that. He had actually also been in the Conrad Curse book, which if you haven't read the Conrad Curse book, one, don't eat while you're listening to it, and two, get it because it's excellent. But that one line, I'm still pissed off about that. In any case, rant over, shutting up. See you guys next time. Like and subscribe.